This morning, President Donald Trump has signed an executive order that aims to further dismantle the Department of Education. The order, titled Improving Education Outcomes by Empowering Parents, States, and Communities, directs Education Secretary Linda McMahon to take all necessary steps to shrink the DOE. Good morning, Providence reporter Laralyn Jackson is joining us live in studio right now with more on what this means for local students and teachers. Laralyn.
Morning, Cara. President Trump signed the executive order on Thursday, stating his administration will preserve useful functions of the Department of Education while transferring them elsewhere.
Returning education, very simply, back to the states where it belongs.
The President's executive order directed Linda McMahon to greatly minimize the agency. So when it comes to student loans and Pell Grants, those will still be run out of the Department of Education.
Leavitt also stated that the Funding for Individuals with Disabilities Education Act and Title I for low-income schools will not be impacted. However, the president did not specify which agencies would take over these responsibilities. Locally, State Education Commissioner Angelica Infante Green says 15% of Rhode Island schools' district budget comes from the DOE. That totals approximately $275 million that Infante Green says goes towards low-income students, money for the Individual Disabilities Act, school nutrition, and career and technical education. There's still no word on how this funding would be impacted. Infante Green saying in part, quote, "Despite changes at the federal level, our commitment to Rhode Island students will not change. We will continue to fight for the resources and support the U.S. Department of Education provides." However, congressional approval is required to abolish a federal agency. Education Secretary McMahon has acknowledged that she would need Congress to carry out the president's vision to close the department. It would need to take 60 yes votes in the Senate to overcome the filibuster and dismantle the department that the Congress created. This morning at 9:30 a.m., the American Federation of Teachers Massachusetts will hold a press conference discussing the order's impact. Democratic Whip Catherine Clark, AFT Massachusetts President Jessica Tang, and AFT President Weingarten will all speak at the conference. Live in studio, I'm Laralyn Jackson with ABC 6 News.